What is going on? I'm ZMOT. Since we last spoke, I've made some changes. Nope, still code ZMOT over there in the shop, but I have spent many a diamond. Went back and got rid of the Flotsam, brought in the CMO, got rid of the Shock Blaster, brought in that damage amplifier. I did not go back and get that building health, but if you haven't unlocked it yet, you probably want to get building health instead of building damage. I think 130% building damage is excessive, and I think a little bit of building health would probably do you better. Built this base all by myself. Yeah, that's right, I'm a big kid now. Sort of. Went and copied Mr. JP. I believe he's at 189, 187, something like that. Where are you at, JP? Took his, hey, look at that, right in the middle of what I said. Took his base and added some sniper towers to it. Also, I think he's got mortars where I've got machine guns. So, little bit of the same, little bit different. Notice that I've got some sniper towers over here because Heavy Choppa, Rocket Choppa kept coming over to this left-hand side. So, a couple sniper towers. Uh-oh, did I just pick one up? Was that over there? Maybe? That's awkward. Also threw a sniper tower over here because people like to go right. Brought that machine gun out. Yada, yada, yada. I have gone 8-2 in my last 10 against some very, very, very good players. Now, I don't recognize these three names down here. Abu Fahad, I think that's the first time I've ever beat him. I've copied his bases a lot. R32 PSU, play against them a whole bunch. Good player there. El Cid is Blas de Lazo, I do believe. Sergeant Tellerud I match up against all the time. Beowulf, number 2. And Green Valley beat me, I think in a different video, but they were my boss battle. So shout out to all of the players who are gritting their teeth and going through the absolute grind. Now, getting chests is becoming a thing. It's to the point where if you're in 22 or higher, it's potentially gonna take you like 10 battles to get an engine room, like an hour to get a chest. That is not a good season, my friends. That is not a good season at all. But I'm going to show you how I got here. Green Valley, like I said, they wiped me in the past. I managed to full clear them. Actually, first, I need to tell you what I upgraded since the last video. I talked about it in the video. Maxed out Kavan, maxed out Medics. That was crucial. Those two details were very, very, very important. And obviously, we got more building damage, but that doesn't matter. Excuse me. Also, I think we're going to get 2 more boom cannons. I think 2 boom cannons are better than a rocket launcher, but we will have to wait and see on that. Actually, not have to wait that long. Going to be able to claim in diamond, I think, which will get me, excuse me, up to 45 keys, which will, of course, get me into that node. Then we're going to wait for 7. 7's going to solve a lot of people's problems, I hope. Okay, so, going to show you this hit. This is what I have been doing against these disgusting, dirty bases. So you'll notice on this right-hand side, this base is a little bit weak because Grens are going to outrange the machine gun. Grens are going to outrange the other machine gun. That is what you don't want on the edges of your base. If we go back and look at my base, you'll see that, yes, I do have those, but I've got a mortar there and a sniper tower and a sniper tower and a mortar in the way. So don't want your Grens to be able to stand back. I'll show you why in a second or two. So I didn't, by the way, I got very, very lucky on this. Oh, also, I think I maxed medkits in the last video, but that was worth noting as well. So we've got 1 boat of rifles up front, 1 boat of rifles at the back, 5 boats of grenadiers, and then 1 boat of those big-headed medics. Throwing the flare, and what I want here is I want a split where some of them are going to go here and some of them are going to go here, or maybe they both go to the machine guns. Regardless, medkit to keep those front rifles going. Yes, there's only a handful, but them clearing the mines makes all the difference in the world. And now, just medkits on top of some key spots. Kavan coming in with some second wind, pink zombie dudes, and then grenadiers just standing back chucking. That mortar going down is huge. And even if I would have fizzled here, against a lot of bases, this strategy will get you like 32%, against your opponent's 21%. So you'll pick up a win, but you won't move anywhere as far as towards that next chest. Now look at Kavan here. He's about to get shot in the head, and then all of a sudden that boom cannon gets taken out by our Grenadier's potato masher. Such lucky timing there. And then this rocket launcher about to take out our troops, and then we get enough GBE for a medkit, and like there's a couple spots through there where I managed to get a second win by the absolute skin on my teeth. And now that all the rockets are gone, we just move into a nice safe spot. I'm pretty sure my opponent had retreated by now, so just being extra cautious, and also making sure that our splash damage kills things in behind. Just so lucky. The number of times that I have free cleared bases with 90% building damage and a damage amplifier and rocket launchers and a shock launcher are, I can count them on one hand. So same thing against Beowulf, got one engine room. Against them, we got better percentage. El Cid, look at this. Exact same percentage, but I retreated fast. I lost faster. And I'm going to show you how this one hurt for Blaz, because he had the win. Like literally, because we tied on percentages, watch what happens here. If he would have had one more anything, hit anything, he would have won this battle. And watch what happens here. His troops start to die. He starts to get down low on troops, so he flares his Grenadier out. Now, if that Grenadier goes out and gets one shot on that mortar, like even if it just tickles the side of it, he is gonna win. And he flares away and then retreats. So say what you want about join at own risk, but that was a gentlemanly trying to save his opponent. He figured he had lost and was just trying not to waste my time. He didn't know who he was playing me, obviously, but just, ugh, that one hurts. No IT, no win. If we have a look at that, these are the dream bases where you get a spread. I don't think I've fizzled against a spread except for when you guys were watching last video. Just hoping that I'm going to get a spread base and not getting many of them, as you can see right about there. So let's do a live hit. As you can see here, I waited 6 hours to record this video because I wanted to start the video in 22, I should say. Had a 7-game win streak, was in the groove, but you guys weren't around. So pump the brakes on that, put it on pause, and now this way you get to watch me. I was going to say fall out of 22, but I should be able to take this down. We're going to go back to 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1. This is how I've laid my troops out for the best of it. What I'm doing is I'm dropping the first 5 and then the last 3, and that's gotten me good results. I should be able to full clear this, I think. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to. That right there is going to be a little bit of a pain in the buttinski, but not so much that it's going to be a big problem. So I am going to send you up there and you up there. I'm going to do this exactly not the way that I have my troops laid out because I want to get my Zukas back there. I am going to send one more boat up there and you up there and all of this stuff back the right. I want my troops... Excuse me, I just had some corn chips, and they are making me, like, clear my throat every 5 seconds, and it's annoying me, so hopefully it's not annoying you. We're going to get all of our troops going right. We've got a bunch of riflemen off on that left-hand side, which is going to be clutch, because it's going to distract that shock launcher and the shock blaster, I do hope. My only concern is that Kavan is in that grouping. I wish he would have gone to the right-hand side, but we should be okay. Should have a couple Zukas, couple riflemen on that shock blaster. Just gonna keep going with the second winds as all of our Zukas walk into the midst of all of those mines, and hoping and praying, hopes and prayers be with you, that we can take this puppy down. So actually, I think the fact that Kavan is in this left-hand side grouping, I'm going to pretend like that was on purpose, because now we can flare over like this. And, oh, that was, sorry, the engine room exploding. I am an idiot. I thought the engine room exploding was the flotsam exploding. I was not paying full attention, and as a result, I think we're going to get one fewer engine room than we should have, and that is the problem with playing when I'm trying to watch my recording at the same time that I'm trying to play the game. So we are going to win. I'm going to get 2 engine rooms. All of this is good things, but that was not a good attack by me. Boab, 23 stars. That is massive. That is 2 losses. That is going to be a big, big deal. So I've faced Boab a ton over the years as well. We are moving up. I am sitting in global top 100 somehow, some way, with a 55% win rate. Pretty gosh darn happy with that. Last season, I think I struggled to be above 50%. So this one, just scratching and clawing our way upwards. We'll do one more just because, and then I am going to leave it at that. So, it's ugly. I've never actually, I'm tempted to tell you guys to not rank up because it sucks, which is crazy. Especially if you don't, and I'm playing with a couple guys who don't have instant training and are playing against these kind of fizzle bases. Thankfully, you've got a couple different troops to work with. You've got probably maybe artillery. Oh gosh, a spread base. This is, I don't know what's going on. I have a lucky horseshoe today. Now, people have been using one boat of medics. How much? This person only has 40% building damage, so I'm not going to bother. But that is one of the things that is on my radar of things to look out for, is using extra medics, especially now that I've maxed them. We are going to send a boat of Zookas over there first and foremost, not sending rifles first, because we want our Zookas to get to that back flamethrower first. That way they're not going to end up getting burned, and then we can drop the rifles after the fact. And the beautiful thing about maxed medkits is that we can easily walk through, even with Zookas with no rifles in front of them, we can walk through rocket launchers without a heck of a lot of difficulty. So medkits are fantastic. Do max them. They are great this season. I've just got to figure out which direction my troops are going to go. I think I'm going to absolutely sacrifice those right-hand side troops and just get these guys going towards this left-hand side. Lots and lots and lots of mines to be aware of. Just ugly in every single direction. And I think I've screwed this as well. But I've got a little bit of chance of those back Zookas taking out an engine room if I can keep them alive. Just ugly in all shapes and sizes. Not doing great here, my friends. Hoping that we can somehow keep those front rifles alive, and maybe, no, we're done for. So didn't get that. We're just gonna, oh, we lost. Someone is gonna clear me, I think. No, we're gonna get another engine room right here. Look at this. MVP Zooka. Just absolutely crushing it. Gonna help us get one more engine room at the very, oh, they've actually got, wow. I am excited to show you guys my loss, which sounds freaky and kind of weird, but the fact that they've got 2 engine room, come on. I don't think I've ever cheered for someone to... So first I'm telling you that ranking up is bad, and now I'm going to cheer this person on and hope that they did full clear. Holy crow. Now, person, I'm sorry. I'm not retreating. We've got one Zooka poking away at this engine room. They are going to probably get that engine room, and then I'm going to be able to throw that second wind. So maybe, I kind of doubt it, but we're going to maybe get another engine room. With how terrible this season, you know what? I want to end the video right here, but at the same time, I want to show you the attack that got all the engine rooms and which troops they're using. My guess is heavy chopper, rocket chopper with bullet. Bullet seems to be the only chance you have to get all of the engine rooms. I know there's laser rangers that are happening, but those are just so ridiculous that we're going to sit here and I've got some rude comments from a couple people lately saying that I repeat myself over and over again and to stop blabbering, but I gotta fill 58 seconds, folks. So feel free to skip on ahead. I'll put a chapter up there so you can jump to see that attack, because zooming in on Miss MVP Zuka, probably not all that fun, but this is my time. I know my opponent is probably sitting there gritting their teeth, but I get 4 minutes. Use it all, my friends, especially if it means you don't have to do... Oh, okay, now we're just going to flare into there. Try to save them a little bit of time. Try, hopefully, to get Dr. Kavan to follow them into... oh, he didn't get in range. Okay, that's unfortunate. I was hoping that he was going to get in range. There we go. Come on, Kevy. Die. Die in a pool of stars. That is a great attack, or a great set of troops, or a great something. Let's see what you got here. Yeah, heavy chopper, rocket chopper with bullet, and they have got decent. I was gonna say statues, but obviously they're not statues. I'm gonna guess shock knuckles. Shock knuckles works incredibly well if you can get bullet to go where you want, and it looks like he is getting bullet to go. He got a little bit lucky there where bullet turned right instead of left, which means that he's going to stand out there and he's just going to walk through this base. Oh, he's got barrage as well. Artillery and barrage. Okay, that explains it. So there is one of the ways that you can save yourself from this season, which is what I'm doing on my other account, is artillery and barrage and just farming GBE. So at 7, there is shock bombs, there is heavies, there's bombardiers, and one of the good things is seekers are going to come out, and those clump bases are going to disappear. So even if you're not looking at going 7 anytime soon as someone does, and they have a shock to throw right here, like imagine someone throwing one shock right here, just like one shock right there. All the seekers come in just straight through the whole base. So that will cause the changes in these bases, which will make them easier for other troops. So even if you hate seekers, do know that they are going to fix this crazy meta a little bit, even if you're not using them. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyways, as always, I greatly appreciate all of your comments, maybe just most of your comments. I am going to quickly burn through this stuff because I have had some real life stuff going on, not getting anywhere near the intel that is required for my task force. Great shoutouts to all of you who have been covering for me, getting the intel. I thank you from the deepest depths of the cockles of my heart. I shall talk to you soon, though. Thanks for coming in. Peace.